It's been a while. It's been over 3 months since we shot. And so I presume there's a lot of questions. Let's get to some of them now, and then we'll get to the rest later in the program, okay, to keep you on your toes. How does that sound, Frank?
I'm alpha.
Yeah, you know yourself, Frank and Rampage, you're alpha. We're going to get Mr. Rampage on the program. Saturday, by the way, PFL Battle of the Giants on DAZN pay-per-view. Buy the pay-per-view. You get us. Alternate commentary, the very first Helwani Vision broadcast, myself, Chael P., Tyron Woodley, Megan Anderson, Tim Welch, Jake Paul, all going to join us. Manning cast style, box feed. And you can watch, it's not like a watch party where you're just watching me. You can actually watch the pay-per-view with our team, our commentary, live from this studio with this amazing new camera. Life is good. There it is. Helwani Vision, Saturday, beginning at 4 p.m. Eastern, 9 p.m. in the UK, 1 p.m. Pacific, only on DAZN pay-per-view. First question, Dominic. I'm just going to go in order here, and I will be honest with all of you. I have not read any of these. Hello, Ariel and crew. Oh, look at that. New graphic. Yeah. Who did that? Shout out to GC. GC, you did that.
It's tough.
Yeah, made it, man. Lost the last one in the move, so we had to get a new one.
Wait, there was no branding on that one.
Yeah, lost the last one in the move, though.
Okay, fine.
The actual file, I can't find it.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
As if like, the branding is what would cause.
Got my whole computer on a hard drive. Yeah, I can't find the old counter. It's gone.
Well, you know what? Like this one better.
That's all I need to hear, man.
Like this one better. Thank you very much. Hello, Ariel and crew. Congratulations on the new channel and partnership. Wishing you all great success, and we'll be watching every day. Thank you. I have a two-part question for you. First, now that the Ariel Helwani Show is 3 days a week, along with the two others, do you think you would consider covering the Contender Series results when that is going on and discussing potential future stars from each new week now that it has produced top UFC fighters and former champs? Similar to that, would you guys consider a potential short segment in one of the shows where you talk about a prospect to be on the lookout from one of the top regional promotions? I don't like having like branded segments like that because I just feel like it boxes you in. If there's something we're talking about, we're trying to cover as much as we can. Contender Series, I'm pretty sure, is done, right? It goes in seasons and waves, so I'm pretty sure it's done.
It is currently on right now. It is.
No. I know it's. I think Tuesdays was the last one.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I know
what happened on Tuesday, but
no, I think Tuesday was the last one for this particular run. So yeah, when there's things to talk about, we try to tell you. There was once a guy who was the 2-weight world champion from Cage Warriors who was on our show before his UFC debut. So we've had people on from all those organizations, and totally not against it. We're trying to do as good of a job as possible and cover as much as possible. Of course, moderator Lewis, emeritus. Wouldn't be the same without him. Ariel, boys in the back, love that name, and Pizzi. Pizzi here, by the way.
Sorry, yes, I am.
Oh, hey, Pizzi. How are you? You're just saying, I like this look. This is a nice look. This is Casual Wednesdays.
I wanted to, have a departure from the black t-shirt today.
No, this is a complete departure. It looks like you're...
I change my clothes every day. I just want that underlined for the show.
It looks like you're a tourist in Ireland who's going to check out the local pubs. Do Irish people wear Guinness merch?
Oh, yeah. I'm Irish. I'm wearing it.
That's true. Okay, thanks for that. Moderator Lewis, the Uncrowned era is here, and it's vibrant and radiating like the window over Helwani's shoulder. And dare I say, that window has never looked better. Love the studio, love the lower thirds and the color palette. It's all giving damn Daniel. 84 days. Wow, I didn't realize it was that long since you last sat in a studio and did what you did best, or do best, excuse me. Now we're here. Can you and the boys reflect on how it felt to make the leap from where you were and onto this journey to build Uncrowned and the AH show? Much love, Lewis. You can always count on Lewis to dig deep and to get us into our feelings. This is a communal question. I would say for me, this journey mentally for me started last summer because when you're thinking about new deals, when you're thinking about new opportunities, it kind of starts a year out, at least mentally. You can't do everything. You can't put it into action. You can't sign deals and things of that nature, but you can start thinking and planning and strategizing. And it really started with me. And as I've said before, my agent Jerry, but I was always keeping the guys as much as possible abreast. We've already addressed, the doubters and all that stuff. It's not a big deal. And then, you get to like 6 months out, and then you start thinking a little bit more. And I will be honest, in my mind, the hope was, all right, I know I'm going to the Olympics. I know that is coming. I think I was leaving July 22nd, 23rd, something like that. I would love to have everything wrapped up, an announcement, a big to-do. I could go, clear head, go on vacation afterwards, come back ready to go. Didn't quite work out that way, especially when you're talking about something as complex as this. So we had to kind of be a little bit more patient. And so when I was in the studio on that last show and said, I don't know if I'll be back here or somewhere else, I truly didn't know. Things were leaning in this direction, but I didn't know at that point. And then like a few days into Paris, it became very clear, but I only signed my contract August 23rd to give you a sense of, how long it takes to button all these things up. And so that was a month later. And then, once that was signed, and before that we were talking and planning because we had to hit the ground running, and I had already told everyone of my decision. And like I said, it came down to 5 entities, and 2 of those included Vox and Spotify, and 2 others in addition to this one, and just felt like this was the right deal. And there was so much. And I was, the guys did an amazing job when I was away, either at the Olympics or on vacation, and I joined as much as possible, and I hope that I was present as much as possible. But then when I got back, everything really started to ramp up. And, from late August up until Monday, there was so much planning, because we're not just launching a new YouTube channel, but we're also building a studio, and we're building graphics for all these new shows, and we're planning things out, and we're hiring new people. And in addition to all of that, there's a whole website. Like, that's one of these is big enough. And so we're doing this and this at the same time. And I loved every second of it. And I was telling people that I was enjoying the preparation and the planning and the strategizing chapter. But by the end, I was longing for this chapter. This is what I like doing best. Sitting here, interviewing people, talking about fight sports and all that stuff. And so it was an incredible experience. We're still kind of living it. As I said, we're still tweaking. We're still doing things and meeting and staying very late. And everyone was here every single day last week, including Saturday and Sunday. And they'll be back tomorrow. And then there's, the crack on Friday, and then Helwani Vision. And then we've got the watch party. Like, it's a lot, and it's a change. But I think I speak for everyone. Maybe not Frank,
Yeah.
We're all having a great time.
I'm having a great time, man. I wouldn't trade anything in the world for those.
I'm kidding, obviously. I know you're having a great time, and you're crushing it. And let me just say something about Frank, if I may.
Please.
There was a period there where we didn't have Andy. And Andy, to me, is kind of like the captain of the ship when it comes to production and technical stuff. She knows about it as well as anyone. And she was so crucial to the operation. But there was a period where we had to get her over, and Frank was here before her. And Frank, really, you took the baton to the point where I was enjoying people asking you questions about production and video and stuff like that you know nothing about, but you faked it until you made it.
That's right.
It was very impressive.
You really think I was faking it, huh? I was.
You don't
I
know
was.
shit,
Absolutely.
Frank.
They're asking, so Frank, like when you guys use the bit rates on the thing, and Frank's like, yeah, you get the 4.5 PC and the 6. Yeah. And that was really in play when we were preparing for the Vegas show, because that was before Andy joined and before Jordan joined as well, and not everything was in place. So it was really impressive to see everyone step up, and again, we're still building it, but man, there's so much pride when you're kind of building your own thing with a great partner as opposed to just kind of sitting back and taking what is given to you as an employee, if you will. And so like I'm waking up, I just can't wait to get here. And I'm constantly thinking about things. And, you know, I hope that I'm able to balance it all, and people still keep asking me if I'm going to burn out, and you know, the guests and all that stuff, and we'll get to a groove. It's going to be just fine. That's the least of my worries. I believe in this so much. I believe in what we're doing. I believe in the content. I believe in the vision. I believe in the website. I believe in our partnership. I believe in Yahoo. Shout out to my guy Jim Lanzone, CEO of the company, who gave me this yesterday. One more time, Frank. I got my own sounds now.
Wow. You're taking that away from me.
And I just believe in all of it. I believe in all of it. I believe in Pizzi. I believe in the crack. I believe in Shaheen. I believe in every single person that we've hired, and I think we built the dream team here. So I'm just loving it, and this is what I constantly tell myself when it gets a little frustrating, when you want this done ASAP, when you are mad about this or frustrated about this or anxious about this. There's going to be a time, God willing, when we're all 100, like my wife's Nana, who just turned 100 on Monday. And we are going to dream of this anxiety in our lives. We're going to dream of you know, late nights and meetings and planning and Zooms and all this stuff. We are going to long for it and think back and look back on it with great nostalgia and pride and joy. We are going to dream of haters like Bilal and Ali tweeting about me and making all kinds of ridiculous comments about me. I'm going to miss that. I will think back and say that was a fun time. I was alive. Do you know what I mean? And so I try to have that perspective. I try to enjoy it all. And yeah. I can't wait for 6 months from now when we're even better than today, because I feel like after every show we get a little bit better and a little bit better. Is there anything else that anyone wants to add?
I think you nailed it all.
All right. Skinny, hey guys, this is not a dig at all, but don't you think MMA media in general should do a better job at highlighting up-and-coming fighters rather than calling cards with entry-level fighters weak? Correct me if I'm wrong. When we talk about some of these Apex cards, which is what he is referring to, I don't think we are disparaging the fighters. I think we're talking about the depth. I think we're talking about, you know, the slate, if you will. And this is something that Dana White famously, you know, was on camera talking about when he had that call with the Sherdog editors, like, you know, your job, the media's job is to promote. The media's job is to cover. And the media's job is to tell stories and talk to fighters and do research and do journalism. Our job is not to promote. Now, a byproduct of all of that is promotion. You can't deny that. That's what I've said. Like this show, the purpose of this show is not to promote. It is to talk. It is to create content and entertainment and to show you a different side of fighters and fodder and all that stuff and escape. And there is a byproduct there. By virtue of doing all that stuff, we are promoting, intentionally or unintentionally. But that's not our job. That's not our purpose. The UFC's job, quite simply boiled down to its core, is to put on the best product possible, to then promote that product to the world, and to get that world to either tune in on linear TV, on ESPN Plus, or on pay-per-view, pay their hard-earned money to watch the product. Their job is to promote. Our job is to cover. There's a big difference between the two. So again, it's not on us. Our job is to tell it like it is. If the product isn't great, we're not disrespecting the fighters. We're talking about the product. And we're holding the best promotion as far as combat sports is concerned in the world. MMA or boxing, they are number one by a mile, a country mile. We are holding them to a high standard because they have earned the right to be held to that higher standard. They have done all the right things to be put in that bucket. They deserve that. And so that's why when we say, this isn't up to snuff, it's not because we're trying to shit on the fighters. It's because we're just trying to tell it like it is. And that's why when the smaller promotions have cards that are even lesser than the worst UFC cards, they're not held to the same standards because they're not number one. The best CFL game isn't as good as the worst NFL game. It's just different. It's different stratospheres. The best EuroLeague game isn't as good as the worst NBA game. You can make that argument. Atmosphere-wise, EuroLeague games are incredible. But you get the point. Different levels. And so I hope that makes sense. All right. Nick, hi Ariel. In relation to yesterday's discussion about the BMF belt being on the line for Max versus Ilya, is Bilal Muhammad the lineal BMF champion? Let's see. So someone did talk about the BMF belt yesterday and said it was created for Masvidal. Who was it? My memory is horrible here.
It was Dustin.
Who, me?
Dustin was going through like.
Yeah, actually, it was created by Nate Diaz, right? It wasn't. So it was created by Nate Diaz.
I think he was saying one though, but one by Jorge, because we were talking about. He was saying Max should be defending it, but then again, it was actually Jorge's, and he didn't defend it, so there was the whole thing.
So Nate creates it. Masvidal beats him. Masvidal loses to Usman. So it goes to Usman, right? Usman, champ, loses to Leon. Leon, champ, loses to Bilal. Yeah. That's 100% right. Bilal Muhammad, clip this off for me right now. Tag him. Bilal Muhammad is the lineal BMF champion of the world. If we are going to honor what the word lineal means, and I'm a stickler for these things, just like I think Francis Ngannou is the lineal MMA heavyweight champion. He is, in fact, the lineal BMF champion. Now, I don't know the rules of the BMF title. I don't know how it actually works. Does it get to bounce around? Is it not a lineal? I don't know. But if we are going to compare it to the way the other titles, the standards that we place upon the other titles and their history and their lineage, then yes, you are in fact right. No notes. Newman, hello Ariel and crew. Welcome back and congrats on launching the combat sports juggernaut Uncrowned. PT has been an incredible addition to the show. I agree, and I'm really looking forward to the Boys in the Back on Thursday. Yes, 1 p.m. Eastern right here, same time, place, Boys in the Back. I have called Charlotte, North Carolina, home for the past 12 years. Little did I know when I watched Tough 29 back in 2021 that Charlotte's own Bryan the Butcher Battle would emerge as a breakout star for the UFC in 2024. And if you have not seen his post-fight interview in Paris, it is a thing of beauty. It is 1984 WWF in a nutshell. You think I was going to lose to some French guy in Paris? I mean, it's just amazing. I can't do it justice. I watched him ignite the home crowd in May of 2023 with a 14-second KO of Gabe Green. And just a few weeks ago, I felt like a proud father watching him deliver the promo of the year in Paris after another spectacular finish. It was recently announced that he will face Randy Brown at UFC 310 in what will be the biggest fight of his career to date. When is the Butcher going to be on the AH show? And what are your thoughts on his future with a win in December? Future very high with a win. Future very high right now. I would absolutely love to have Bryan Battle on, and I hope that he will come on. I don't want to be presumptuous, but he's an incredible character and very entertaining, and I loved that promo. And I wonder if he's a pro wrestling fan. Perhaps he's talked about it, but it felt very pro wrestling to me. So we shall effort, as they say in the business, Newman, to make that happen. Kenny, welcome back, Ariel and crew. You've been missed. How do you balance the relationships you've built with fighters over the years as a journalist with expressing your opinions as a viewer? For example, it seemed like Pena didn't like your initial scorecard, and Max may have not liked that you picked Arnold Allen to win the parlay. It seems like such a tricky, delicate situation to navigate. It is. And it's one that I learned many moons ago when I was working for Fox. And I remember, I think I picked against Rashad Evans, and they would ask me for predictions, and I think he got mad at me. And I remember saying to myself, and we're totally fine now. I love Rashad. He's an absolute gentleman and a legend. And I think I said, yep, I'm not going to do this. There is no value in this for me. There's no upside. I'm in the business of trying to talk to people and have good relationships. Contrary to popular beliefs, I'm not trying to have bad relationships. I'm trying to do the job as best as I can and ask pertinent questions like DJ was talking about. I'm not trying to piss people off. Sometimes I understand it could happen. And I really, truly do respect the people like Juliana who may disagree with me for whatever reason, but still say, yeah, of course, I know it's not personal. Me talking about a fight is not personal. As long as I don't say you're an idiot or a clown or a loser or a scumbag, that's not personal. That's just sports fodder. That's just what this is. It's not personal. I think there are some people who do take it personally, and that's unfortunate. I think I think, for example, our friend Bilal has been going on this tour of calling everyone out who has picked against him or slighted him in any kind of way possible and has taken it very personally. And I think personally that is not the best way to go, but everyone is different. When you make it personal, when you insult someone, then you could take it personally. But what did I always say on the show? If you say that you think I suck as a journalist, as a reporter, as an interviewer, X, Y, and Z, ultimately it could hurt my feelings, but I can't take it personally like I would if you say that I'm a scumbag, I'm a lowlife, I'm a rat, I'm a weasel, all these things, right? That I feel like is taking it personally. That is going low and below the belt, whatever you want to say. So I appreciate those people that say, hey, I don't agree with you, but like let's talk it out. Or I'm not going to hold it against you, or I'm not going to take it personally. I disagree with you. I think you're an ass. I think you're wrong. I think you're a dummy. And we can move on. But the truth is, like, people always bring it back to like, oh, you just want people on your show, or you just want the access. Like, have you guys not figured out by now? We're good, man. We're good. Like, at this point, with what we got now, do you not realize if you don't want to come on, we're just fine. And now the pool has gotten bigger and there's way more people accessible. Like, we're just fine. We don't need the handouts. We don't need the access. We don't need the guests. We're more than fine. How many guests on this week? 14. We're good. So we keep swimming along. Eran, Shalom Ariel. Once again, congratulations on all your success. It is definitely a dream come true for you, but also for us. Wow, thank you. I have a serious question here. How do you manage to navigate through all the things in life? Family, work, hobbies, training. On one hand, I don't want to miss a minute of the program, but on the other hand, it's impossible in today's world to consume all the content while also staying focused on the important things in life. I'd love to hear your advice as well as the team thoughts. Thanks, Eran. I've heard this from some people, like, how do I consume all of this? Well, you don't have to consume it all. I hope you do. You also don't have to consume it all in one shot. I'd like to think that if you don't finish Monday's show, you could still check it out on Friday night if you're going for a walk, and it's still good on Saturday morning, or Sunday. Obviously, the page kind of turns because events will have happened. But, that DJ interview is very evergreen, other than maybe the Francis question. There are plenty of radio shows and podcasts that are on every day. I used to consume the Howard Stern show a lot, and it was 6 to 10:30 a.m. every day. There are shows like the Dan Le Batard show and the Dan Patrick show and the Rich Eisen show and the Pat McAfee show and Mike and Mike back in the day, and on it goes, where they're on every single day for multiple hours. I'd love it if you consumed everything, but we believe that upping the content was desirable, and there was a void, and it was something that we wanted to do, and something that made a lot of sense. And I'm enjoying it. 3 days in, I'm having a great time.
Hard disagree. Consume it all.
Okay, fine. Consume it all.
All of it.
All right. I'm just saying, like, I've heard this from a lot of people. What do I do? There's too much. I'm not done Monday's show. I'm not done Tuesday's show. My response would be, get your shit together.
Wait, there's going to be more.
Yeah, priorities.
We're giving you more.
All right, fine.
This train is going faster, so consume it all.
I will say, can I be honest for a second? Here's my biggest concern, and it's almost not even fair to worry about it right now. This is something that I've thought about. I have a very hard time shutting off my brain. Like yesterday, I mean, you guys can attest to this. Like, I'm texting or slacking stuff, and it was like 1 a.m. I have a very hard time coming down, and I need to do better at just like saying, okay, now I'm going to stop thinking, stop getting fired up, stop contemplating working, whatever, and focus on kids, family. I don't think I do a good job. I don't think I did a good job of that last night. My family came home from Montreal, and I don't feel like I was like there. I don't feel like I was present. Now we're going through a lot of stuff here. We're doing a lot of stuff. There's a lot of things being done. I don't think that will be the same in 3-4 months. I certainly don't want it to be the same, and I hope it's not the same. But I think I do a very, at times, poor job of this. How do you do? What about you guys? What?
Are you asking us to weigh in on whether you do a poor job or
How
we
do you shut your brain off? How do you? Because like, look, I'll be honest with you. You talk about movies, right? You talk about going to the theater.
I love movies.
I don't know if I could do it. I honestly don't know if I could do it.
Definitely
Why?
can.
Explain it.
I don't know if I could do it.
All
I
you have to
don't
do
know
is
if
sit
I
there.
could shut my brain off and just sit there and not think about work or not text or not email.
Force yourself to do it. Go do it.
Step one, put the phone away.
Yeah, you say that and you do a great job of it and we joke about it, but the truth is like I am somewhat envious of that. I don't think I can't do it.
Yeah, you can.
I don't think so.
You just
I
put the phone
legit
on.
What's
don't
gonna
think
happen if you just put it in a drawer for a couple hours?
Yeah, where's your phone right now?
it's right here.
There has to be, what's the longest time we're going here? Like, there has to be a moment where you're not on your phone. Even if it's 5 minutes.
Yeah, when I'm
what is
sleeping.
the longest time?
When I'm sleeping.
No, okay.
Where is
except
it
for
when you sleep? Right next to you?
It's right next to me. Yeah.
No. Don't count sleep. What, like,
No, but listen, I set goals that I'm actually embarrassed by. And actually some of them I've accomplished. Like I used to wake up and check Twitter right away. I don't do that. Like I consciously say you're not going on Twitter. But I do wake up and check to see if there's a text or an email. I do that 100%. Now, so I think there's a small victory there. I used to wake up right away, check Twitter, and someone says, you're, a dirty punk Jew, and my day was ruined at 6:30 a.m. I've conquered that goal, but I hear from people who say, I wake up and don't look at my phone for an hour, and I don't know how that's possible.
there's a combination of two things, right? Twitter.
At least I'm being honest.
No. And I can appreciate your honesty. Waking up and checking Twitter isn't a responsibility, right? Like, because there's nothing on that platform that is providing anything to your actual responsibilities and the things you have to do and the obligations. Checking your texts, right? There's things, you're booking the show, there's things that could happen. That is a responsibility, and one that I don't envy your position in terms of how you can escape that, because you do have a lot on your plate. You just have a lot going, and that is a reality. But those ones that are not responsibilities, start to cut those out. That, like you have done with Twitter. The ones that are responsibilities, I don't have a solution for, because you are interwoven into so many of these different things. I don't think you can separate all of it, but there are things that aren't responsibilities that you can.
I will say once I got into the groove of post Paris, like our trip to Europe, I was pretty proud. Like there were times where I'm like, the phone is going in my bag and I'm not going to look at it
So
for.
why can't we return to that? Oh, because we're so
Well,
in it now.
this
We're
is
so in
obvious.
it.
This is obviously a little bit of a different time, right? But like
Yeah.
when you're in the thick of it, shout out to KSI. I'm in the thick of it. Everybody
Your favorite song
knows.
ever.
It's class.
Still haven't heard it.
Still haven't heard it. Fuck.
No.
I need to do a better job. I'm excited about tackling this somewhat ridiculous challenge. Like the only concern I had when we decided to go more days and do all this stuff was I really enjoy working with a trainer, because I don't think I am good enough at just working out on my own and the boxing and all that stuff. And my usual cadence was Tuesday, Thursday, Friday if I'm not traveling. Now Tuesday's out of the window. Thursday I will do in the morning earlier, and Friday we're somewhat free. That's PT's day. And so I'm like, oh man, I'm missing out on the Tuesday. But these are sacrifices that you make, and you just have to adapt, and you just have to, you have to figure it out.
When you're in the boxing ring, you have your phone?
No, I do not. By the way,
Okay, so
you know what? I think that's actually why I love it so much.
Okay, so we've just realized that you can do this, and
Yeah,
you
that's
just need
true.
to find more windows of time to do it.
What happens if you're at home and like you're trying to spend time with your kids and you put the phone in your bedroom or something and go back and hang out with your kids? What happens? You start getting anxious, like you start like scratching.
It's legit. It's legit. It's almost like a fear of what you're missing out. And there's like a weird pride that I have in like responding right away. And I want.
Because when we don't,
the accessibility.
we know.
I pride
No,
myself
that's
on-
bullshit. That's bull. I don't get
You
mad.
said the
Fuck
cutoff
off.
is 1 hour, right?
Yeah.
5
He did say
minutes
the cut-
ago,
he
this
did say the
text
cutoff.
came in. What's the
He,
deal?
he did say the cutoff. It's tough. What have you ever put the phone away and then come back to it and you?
Can I
found
tell
out
you?
missed
There's a
out
couple
on
of times.
nothing?
You remember I was having dinner here on Friday because it was about to be Yom Kippur, and so I got a challah from Wegmans.
Shout out.
And I love having challah on Friday nights, Shabbat. And by the way, happy Sukkot to everyone out there celebrating. I consciously on Friday night put the phone in another room, and it's a very empowering feeling. And I last maybe an hour. But here's the thing that I'm about to face. Truly, this is going to be the biggest challenge for me when it comes to this. And I might be getting roasted here for all I know. But my oldest son, doesn't have a phone yet. He's like one of the last. He's in 7th grade. He's one of the last kids, if not the last. So we were trying very hard because I know what it can do. But soon he's going to have the phone. And if I'm on the phone, I can't tell him not to be on the phone.
Yeah, he's going to learn from you.
Yeah. And he probably already has to some degree, and that's on me. But that might be the thing where it's like I need to talk the talk and walk the walk. You know what I mean?
Yeah. What's your screen time?
Fuck, man. What do you think it is?
13 hours.
Yep, that's it. You nailed it.
Seriously.
Yeah.
You put it down when you like brush your teeth and stuff.
Jeez, I
right?
feel so good about myself. Thanks, Ariel.
What do you got? What do you got?
I'm not far from you, so maybe
I have 5
hours.
I'm
What
did you-
I'm in the 11 or 12.
Wow.
I'm
I
in the
used to
11 or
shame
12.
my roommate for being at 8.
I'm
Yeah, you're
up
on
there
like
too.
2, Connor.
12?
I am 557. Wow.
Is that true? 5:57,
Yeah.
Frank. Explains the lag time in response.
I don't
tough.
even know where my phone is right now.
I'm
That's-
10:45.
GC's got to be low. GC's
What are you?
GC's
What are you,
competing
GC?
with Frank.
I want to say last week it was like 4:15, and I still see
That's
that, and I'm like,
good.
God, I got to get that
4:15.
That's
down.
good, man.
Down.
I don't even
that's
feel
all
You
there.
guys walk around this office sometimes like zombies.
Oh,
The
yeah.
meme-
No, my favorite.
The
is
meme
this happened
creation
last
alone
night.
has got to take more than 4:15.
That's on a computer,
Yeah.
though. I feel like that's
Oh,
cheap.
that's
Oh,
true.
okay, okay.
That's
Oh,
true.
yes. If you add it in the computer, I'm obviously higher than that. I also, on these commutes, Rick is banging out like Magic the Gathering on his phone.
For sure.
I am reading a book. I
Good for
won't
you.
get on my phone when I'm commuting.
By the
How
way,
is the
that
book
wasn't a
club?
joke. I actually am playing
Book
Magic the Gathering.
Book club's
Yeah.
great. I just finished the second book today on the train ride in. It's good stuff.
What book are you reading?
This month it was one called The Wedding People. It was nice and emotional at the end. You know, it was really touching.
What the fuck is that?
And then a woman next to me on the train vomited this morning. It was a great
Probably
way
from
to
the book,
great
right?
way to start my morning.
Yo, Ariel, that's actually a good thing to do, though. You know, like reading hard copy books instead of like a Kindle or something before you go to sleep.
Never been a Kindle guy. Never been a Kindle guy.
Yeah, I can't do it. So if you read like pages, a proper book, it kind of knocks you out before you go to bed.
What are you reading now?
As opposed to an improper book.
PT, what are you reading now?
You all right,
Yeah,
man?
no sound.
Someone talking to him in his ear like they did DJ.
PT, can you hear me?
I don't think he can hear us.
What happened to him? All right. So what do you got in your hand there, Connor?
This is the book I just finished.
Could we just
Shout out. I got another one ready for the train ride home. The Alchemist. I mean, look at
Oh,
this.
The Alchemist. Is that
out.
Ayn Rand?
Nope.
No.
Paulo
Damn it.
Coelho.
tried.
I tried.
I don't know. Shout out
It's
to
tough.
No, we can't do what I was about to ask.
13
so
hours,
we're
man.
gonna skip on that. I was about to ask for something and we can't. So moving on.
What do you mean? What do you mean?
No, just can't.
You're
Sorry.
just not going to tell us.
No, I'm not gonna tell you.
Oh, that was weird. Did you see that?
Fuck.
Or was that just my monitor? All right.
No, we saw it.
Okay.
It was that was there.
Working through the kinks. Working through the kinks. Thumbs up to the chat. Thumbs up to the chat. Thumbs up to the chat.
Let's just make that our safe zone, right? Like thumbs up to the
Chat,
chat.
baby.
Just the chat's thumbs up.
The chat thumbs up is like our safety net.
Yeah.
Everything good? Thumbs up to the chat.
Thumbs up to the chat. We're good.
Oh, beautiful day here in New York City. Can I squeeze in one more or no?
Yeah. Squeeze in one.
All right, here we
I'll
go.
allow it.
Okay, here's an important one. Ariel, so happy you are all back and doing this the way you wanted to. Love to see it. My only gripe, why are we going back to the name Parlay Boys? Sounds terrible. And makes no sense now that Juliana is a part of the Pals. I know she is the one that keeps saying it, but man, you guys need to solidify the name and stop going back and forth. Parlay Pals for life. Thoughts, guys? What are we doing? I mean,
As always, through the entirety of this show, been Parlay Pals.
yeah. There was a point where it went back to boys,
No, it was boys. It was boys because Juliana.
Y'all tried to start this boys revolution when Juliana improperly called us the Parlay Boys.
I like when Juliana called it that.
So once and for all, it's Parlay Boys with or without Juliana.
Please, for the love
No,
of
it's
God,
Pals.
Parlay Pals.
Connor wants
It's
Pals.
the alliteration. It's so easy. It's right there for us.
I
Parlay
like that
Pals.
Juliana coined it though. That's why I'm on board with.
I gotta shoot her
Also, we're
her
the
a text,
boys.
get her
We're
pick
the
for
boys in
tomorrow.
the back. So I feel like, come on, it fits.
Yeah. Frank, he has a question for you.
Oh, really?
How does it feel to have merch?
You know, it feels great.
Did you get yours yet?
I didn't. In fact, I
Interesting.
about 20 minutes ago was gonna send an email off because I'd really like to have it.
You were going to send an email 20 minutes ago?
Yeah.
And that's, if my math is correct, actually during the show.
Yeah, that's how
Who do
important
you
it is to
email in
me.
that situation? Does that go to directly to you, Ariel?
No, I got a guy. I got my
got a
guy,
guy.
Brandon.
I received mine.
Not the same Brandon, by the way. He's the best. I don't know what's going on. There has been some talk about potentially you not checking out because you said you didn't get a confirmation.
I'm going to completely own up to that. That maybe I.
But you never,
Yeah, so
never
Frank's
actually
emailing
submitted the
people
order?
about merch he didn't get because he didn't
Well,
check
I
out.
need them
This
to
this
verify.
tracks.
Look, when I have the merch, you'll know.
Okay.
But I'm also sweating it because a lot of it's sold out now. So like,
Is
I
it
might-
selling
yeah,
out?
might
I
have
mean, we're
missed my
killing it. We're
opportunity.
killing it. No, listen, we had grand plans for merch, and we're here.
This is a good segue. We've got an update on the power rankings from my dad.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
let's go.
geez,
Oh,
okay.
wow.
Go.
No, we don't
Let's
need to
bring
hear
this
that.
up.
We don't need to hear
No,
that.
no.
We don't.
It's the real news.
Here we go. From my father. You want me to read this out? Let's see. If you can let Mysterious Frank know not to be jealous of my compliment of Carol. He's going by last
That's
name
amazing.
now. Joining
I
the
like
team.
that. I like that.
Mysterious Frank is fantastic in that his personality comes through to the fans only using audio. So Frank, even just with audio, you're
wow.
conveying it. My dad's a big fan.
Your dad is a dad I never had.
Also, I mean, you're welcome to him. He's everybody's dad.
Wow.
I'm glad to see GC live in the studio. So GC, he's happy you're back here with us.
Right. I mean, Frank's fantastic. His personality comes through to the audio.
Oh,
waves.
I've shared
It's
the
really
text.
just my location.
No,
being-
pat on the back.
He's
Not
happy
true.
with my location.
I've
You
shared
have
the
to walk
text.
before you
No,
run.
no. Also, I have to compliment Mr. Jackman on that one because just completely ducked the actual power rankings.
Yes,
Just complimented
savvy,
us
right?
all.
Savvy
That was
veteran.
a
It's
veteran
Just a
implied.
classy,
It's implied.
classy message. A classy message. I
What
thought
was
that
implied,
was. You know.
Frank?
It's
Because
implied that I'm
technically
on
Carol
top.
went first,
I don't.
then Mysterious Frank.
He's the
Carol
new
number
kid on
one.
the block.
Boys,
so it
boys.
feels
I don't want this to become a thing. Let's just, my
Carol is
dad
one.
loves us all. It's okay.
Who the fuck is
Who
we?
was, who was the first person mentioned in the text? It was Carol.
It was
Let's be
technically
honest.
It was actually
Mysterious
Frank.
Frank.
It was
Alpha
Frank,
yeah.
but
Yeah.
He was just
you were-
saying not to worry.
Pizzi got his own text this morning, so I think that says enough.
Carol, please.
Hello,
I
Mr.
like this Carol. That's gonna stick.
Mr. Jackman. We appreciate your love. I actually thought you were about to plug the merch site because we haven't done that yet. We plugged a lot of things, but that was way better.
Forget that.
Can I ask one thing about
ArielHelwani.com,
the-
by the way. ArielHelwani.com is where you get all the merch. We've got a ton of shirts. We've got some cups. We've got some mugs and things. I don't know what they're called. Thermoses. Not this one. I should probably use the
water
one.
bottles.
That would make a lot of sense.
Website.
Yeah, water
Did the
bottles.
boys legit get a code? Yeah, because that's been
You
playing
all
on my
got
mind.
a code. You all
Yeah,
got a
it.
code.
I got a
did.
code,
Where
but
was the code?
I paid
Where was the
myself.
code?
I pulled an Aspinall.
You know what? Class. I not
I
necessary.
didn't have the option. I paid
That's
without having
such
a code.
bullshit.
So I mean,
That's such-
different. situation.
ArielHelwani.com looking a lot better than it did this time last year.
Oh yes. yes. Let us never forget. Thank you to my friend Daniel Wolf for making that happen. Yes, check it out, ArielHelwani.com. Appreciate you all very much. It is great to see it up and running. We just had 2 new drops. I believe that's what the kids say, right? Drops.
Yeah, man.
What the fuck is that?
Juan Sanchez, hello, Ariel and crew. So happy to see you back in our life. I've got a question that relates to the new Uncrowned era. Are you at all concerned about the massive influx of content that you are creating being, dare I say, too much for people to consume? You see, this is a thing.
Is this
People
the
are
second
worried.
time someone's gone to that.
I can only say from my experience the past 2 days that I was only about halfway through Monday's content. When Tuesday's 4-hour show came out, I'm only about an hour in, and there's potentially 4 more hours, and then BITB, and then the crack. Not complaining, we are getting incredibly spoiled, but I just don't know when I'll be able to find the time to watch all of what I like to watch.
Are these the people who there's too much cake here? It's like too much. Who are these
These are the
people?
people who were saying.
Who are these
it's
savages
an MMA
that
hour, so why is it going for longer than an hour? These are the same people.
What are we eating over
More.
there, Frankie?
more cake, more
not eating
candy?
What are we chomping on?
Literally nothing.
The audio guys just giving us bad audio because
It
he's eating
sounded
over
like
there.
someone was in his mouth.
Should I just start rubbing this?
Did you
straw?
sneak a licorice? Did you sneak one of my
Frank,
licorice?
how does this sound? You like that?
I will just say this. Watch whatever you want, consume what you want. We
Nope,
appreciate
disagree.
you all. We appreciate you all very much. I do take great joy in the people who are commenting and comparing our views and whatnot to established sites. Lest you forget, this channel was dormant for about 13 years before I recently resurrected it on a very sort of occasional basis. The fact that we are even sniffing the numbers that we are sniffing in the first 3 days has me over the moon. So whatever you are trying to do, the very, 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 very few of you out there, it ain't hitting. Sometimes it hits, it ain't hitting. I just want to let you know.
Give us a year and then we can talk.
Yeah, give us a year.
Give us a year.
Think
Give
about it.
us 2 weeks. We're rolling, baby.
I'll
Let's
take
go.
a year.
Keep
I'll
going.
take a year. We can
Think
talk
about it like Cerrone's comeback. We went away, we got new hair.
That's right.
We took a lot of steroids, and now we're back, baby.
You would be said steroids, new beard and all.
He said steroids. Direct quote from the post.
Yes.
Thank you.
Jay Stu, hey Ariel and crew, congrats on everything. What were your thoughts on The Rock's return at Bad Blood? Do you think they'll do a triple threat match with The Rock versus Roman versus Cody? This is an amazing predicament that they're in. By the way, for all the people worried about the wrestling, very little wrestling in week 1, dare I say, right? I think this might be the first wrestling reference since we've been back. I might be wrong.
Oh, yeah!
There it
love
is,
that.
Frankie. There it is.
Good job,
Stop it, do it, let them. I liked it. It was a surprise. It was fun. I don't think he'll be a constant. By the way, check out uncrowned.com, wrestling section, new member of the team, Penn, not to be confused with Ken Shamrock. Great recap of Monday Night Raw. We'll also have a nice recap of AEW. We're very down the middle here, okay? No favorites. I don't know what they're going to do at WrestleMania. I really don't. I'm dying to see how it all plays out, and I'd like for us to all be there in Las Vegas in April because I think it's going to be an incredible show. WrestleMania 41, Allegiant Stadium. First time Vegas WrestleMania since WrestleMania 9 at
Couldn't tell you. Hit us.
Caesar's Palace.
No.
Oh.
Wow, that's very cool.
Outdoor show.
Oh, yeah.
Nick Khan, current president of WWE, was an usher at that event. How about that?
Oh,
You don't get tidbits like that anywhere else.
I agree.
Who gives you this?
No one. No one in the biz.
Speaking of WWE, I think they're in Manchester right now.
England?
Is that true?
It's possible.
That's where Manchester is.
Well, there's a New Hampshire. There's a New Hampshire. Wow!
Tom
What
Aspinall
is that?
Cody Rhodes.
Right now?
Supposedly, shout out to Ben Rogerson for posting the picture.
Yo! This is
I mean,
amazing.
it's either right now or it's from Monday because he's wearing the shirt that he was wearing.
That
on the
is a
show
good
on
point.
yeah.
Wow, Tommy, look at
Or he's
this.
just wearing that shirt around the clock. I mean, I would too if Dose Brock made me some gear.
What is this? What is this? When did this happen? It just
We
came
gotta
through the...
find out. We gotta find out.
I originally saw it tweeted by our guy ACD MMA, formerly
Should
out
we,
of context MMA.
should we ask Tommy?
Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
I mean, he's in there. He's got the UFC belt. He's right next to Cody Rhodes. Supposedly cutting a promo on Gunther.
Wow.
Tommy, we're live on the show right now. You know this show. You have come on. You were one of our first ever guests, and I just saw a photo of you and Gunther in the ring in WWE. You didn't tell me about this. I'm supposed to be your mouthpiece. I'm supposed to be your wise man. Please give us the scoop. We're on the air for another 10 minutes. What's the story here? You versus Gunther at WrestleMania 41? Okay, let's see.
Wait, you recorded that video?
I thought you were on FaceTime. Wait,
Yeah,
did he answer
Wow.
that fast?
All right.
I'm recording it for him, and he's going to send us a video back.
Couldn't have just called him? I thought we were
In 10 minutes.
we
you're
were
out
trying to
off
do it
air,
live.
Aspinall.
You,
Let's
you
see,
had us
let's-
all fooled here.
Let's see. He's
On air for
Are you
another
gonna get
10
mad at him
minutes.
if he doesn't reply in 10
Aspinall's
minutes?
more on the GC side of things when it comes to that kind of stuff. You know what I mean?
Let's
Might
see.
get
Let's
one
see.
tomorrow.
I just sent the video. It says online.
I knew I loved him.
Let's see if we get the 2 blue checks. You know,
I mean, I think he pledges his allegiance to you, PT. Actually, so I think it might be you who gets.
you might get the
message
reply
back.
first. All right, I got it open here. Let's see. He's
Call
on
up
the
Andy,
clock.
Pete,
Oh,
see where
blue
they're at.
check. Blue checks. Blue checks. He has seen
Huh?
it. Well, he's
Tell him
probably
to
watching
call.
it right now.
Yeah, tell him to call. We don't want this video message exchange thing.
Do you want me to ring Andy and ask him what the crack is?
Yeah. Dial up Andy, see what's going on.
Andy be
crack.
on to me now.
Let's see. Okay. Anyway, Rock versus Roman versus Cody would be nice. I kind of feel like we need Rock versus Roman at some point. Cody versus who, though? Punk? We'll see. Josh Pav. What? Is this true? He just texted. I don't know if this is this on? I need to call him. He just texted me something insane. And I'm calling him. Sorry. It's breaking news. Frank. Tom, you're live on the air. Where are you?
Look at this. 1 minute. Look at this.
Can I show? Oh, he's at the event right now. He's there. Tom, you versus Gunther? Is it happening?
1 sec. Say it again.
Are you fighting Gunther at Crown Jewel? Is this happening?
Yeah.
You're live on the air right now. Is this an exclusive for us? Pizzi wants to know if this is an exclusive. Are you fighting Gunther in 2 weeks at WWE Crown Jewel?
Maybe.
Wow.
Maybe no.
Oh, maybe no too. Okay.
Possibility.
Well, I have to say, enjoy the matches. I have to say, I love the photo. And next time you do that, just please give me a heads up. I don't like to hear about it.
Randy Orton's in. Randy Orton's in the ring. There he is. Come on, Randy.
I see it. Ah, great move there by Randy. Nice forearm.
That's genuine excitement right there.
He's loving it.
Let's leave that up. Let's just have Tom as the
Ariel,
soundtrack.
Okay, bye, Tom.
What did he say? Go on, Randy?
Yeah, he said, "Go on, Randy." What a legend.
Come on, Randy.
So it's now. That
Yeah,
picture's
he's
from
literally
right
there.
now.
I just saw it. Yeah.
Oh, that's great.
that's
And
very
breaking
funny.
news, too. Maybe Gunther.
Maybe, maybe not. Who
Super
knows?
fight.
What happens first? John Jones, Tom Aspinall, or Tom Aspinall, Gunther?
And put it on the chat. What happens first? Is it Gunther versus Aspinall, or Aspinall versus Jones, or even Aspinall versus Pereira, perhaps?
Or Aspinall versus Stipe. Don't sleep.
Wow, 4 choices. Quick ones from Josh Pav. GC, did you find a new apartment?
Yeah.
Imagine he did
Where did
it.
we think we were staying at?
I don't know.
And a new apartment has been found, yeah.
Frankie, more expansive soundboard? Question mark.
Yeah, it's got a lot of functions. A lot of features, that I haven't fully explored yet.
What a weird response. I'm looking at it. He's got like 50 buttons now compared to like 5 before. Just say yes.
What the fuck is that?
Rick,
Yes.
will you still be doing socials?
No, not at all. Thank God. I'm done. I'm free.
Free as a bird. Shout out to
I've
Kel
never
and
been
Spencer
happier.
holding it down.
Yeah, look, don't get me wrong. Great gig. Advanced my career. We have a great team doing it now, but I am happy to not be doing it anymore.
Pizzi, favorite part of your new role? Also, welcome to the team, he says.
The favorite part of my new role, just getting to spend more time with all you cool guys.
Wow.
Wow.
Okay. My favorite part is when your mic doesn't work.
Listen, the computer's been hard to get used to.
Yeah.
Okay, see, most people would say the new computer. Me and the new computer are currently battling.
You would
Every
think
day.
he would of anybody, he would be the one to have sympathy for this, but he's just throwing you right under the bus there.
Yeah, he likes to pretend that he's some technical whiz because he knows I'm that bad. Like compared to me, he's Frank. You know what I mean? That's the way. That's our relationship.
Window. Helwani, one high and one low from the last 3 months. That is a great question. Only highs. The Olympics were incredible. I'm nostalgic about the Olympics, and I was nostalgic like a week. Like there were moments where I was sitting there in Paris, and I was like, I can't believe I'm actually here. I'm watching Summer McIntosh win a gold medal for Canada and have an incredible Summer Games, and just getting to interview the 4x100 relay team. That was a huge honor. Moments after they won gold, like that was just unbelievable. And then really just seeing all of this come to fruition. And I would say the highest of them all is just seeing, it's so fun when you're in the trenches and everyone's working together and we're all doing a little extra and we're all doing more and we're all kind of out of our comfort zones, and to see it all come to fruition together to the point where we're at on Monday, when this place was just an empty room 3 weeks ago and now we're broadcasting to the world. What's better than that? He also adds, given your expanded resources, does that change the way you book guests? No.
Well, slightly for now, but maybe.
I paused, by the way, for the Conor McGregor no. That was the one. Also, this is from Adele. Since we've got a longer show now, are we going to get more segments like OTN and Parlay Boys? You know, we just kind of evolve. We evolve. So yes, they are all coming. David Velasquez, Ariel, first off, welcome back to you and the crew. I'm happy you guys are still together. Let's keep it that way. Now on to my question. One of the fights announced for 310 was Tatiana Suarez against Vierna Janjiroba, she's one of our own. My immediate reaction was, whatever happened to Tatiana getting a title shot? What do you think is the reason, Ariel? Is Zhang injured, visa issues, or maybe a potential super fight with Valentina in the works, as you have talked about constantly? I don't know, man. I was surprised too, if I'm being honest. Tatiana, I feel like when you think about a world where debutantes are getting title shots, I know Tatiana's been out. I know it's been a long road, but geez Louise, who would have minded if she didn't get a title shot like 2 fights ago? You know what I mean? But she's fighting Virna 310. It's a great fight. And I'd love to see that. And I'd love to see Zhang versus Valentina. Cheeto Pancakes. What's up? Ariel. Welcome back, El Nariz. Question regarding the decision to go Monday, Wednesday for the Age show. What was the main reason? I don't know. I had 2 before. Now I wanted 3. We continue to level up. Like I said, a lot of people go 5. And how will that affect booking? A lot of people are concerned about my life and my health.
I don't think you've talked about it enough.
Well, I'm answering questions. You think I talk about it too much?
Yeah, I mean, clearly, like, these people are checking in on the...
Oh, okay. I thought you were being...
But it's not true that there's no change. I feel like we're slowly getting into a newer place. You don't feel that?
I mean, as far as booking?
Not necessarily. Yeah, on the back end. On the back end, we're
everything is getting better. No, everything. I'm not worried at all.
We'll get there.
Have I complained?
No, I'm not talking about the
Define
complaining.
complain.
I'm saying in the old era, these people are
a good
like
point,
the
Frank.
booking thing has now become all they're asking about.
Yeah, no, 100%. By the way, I love the fact that people actually care about this. You know what I mean? Like they
the
care
nuts and
so much
bolts.
about the process. Yeah.
You don't think that they're like casting doubt?
No.
No, hell
Typical.
no.
You love the booking.
I love the what?
You love the
Oh, yeah. It's fantastic. Jesse, as you mentioned that you want to bring back journalism to the sport, which is awesome, will Uncrowned have a presence for on-site reporting? Of course. We have already had. Chuck Mindenhall was at the Sphere. As was I. But I wasn't
That was
reporting.
a good article.
I'll be at UFC Apex 100.
That's right. Live. Rory, I may be looking into a cruise holiday for the fam and hoping New York Rick can update us on how his recent cruise experience was.
Cruises are not for me.
Okay. All right.
My wife didn't enjoy it as much as she thought, so I think we're good on those for a while. Just not for me. Not my thing.
Another question about the booking of the guests. I'm just not going to. I appreciate all of them, but it's probably boring for all of you. Nick, welcome back. I now know when Wednesday is again. On a scale of Robbie Lawler sleeping before a fight to screaming in Rory McDonald's bloody face, how excited are the boys for the penultimate tough champ fighting this weekend? And he tells me who it is. Do you guys know who it is? The penultimate. No, you can't look it up.
Okay,
I see you looking it up.
It's tough.
The penultimate means the one before the most recent?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
Say the question one more time.
Are you looking forward to the penultimate?
Oh, wait. Was that the season? So,
That was the Conor McGregor season, no?
Yeah, that was the Conor season.
That's my season.
So you should know this.
You should know
wasn't
this.
Wasn't that Bryan Battle? Wasn't that the battle
no,
season?
it
Or
wasn't
that's
Bryan
2
Battle.
ago.
It was Brad Katona was the winner.
Oh,
And
look at you.
I mean, penultimate.
No, so isn't that it?
That's the answer.
Yeah.
It's Brad Katona.
Yeah, 2 seasons ago.
Good job, man.
Good job.
Jesus,
Good
Jesse's
job,
getting very
DC.
stressed out there
Thanks,
for
everyone.
nailing the answer.
Get it.
I thought I was having I thought I was gonna have to pull like a Cody Gibson or a.
No, you nailed it.
Oh, you were
Yeah.
thinking of the runner-up from...
I'm not gonna lie, zoned out when Helwani originally asked the question. And I didn't know what we were looking for. I heard tough and
ultimate.
You got it.
It's tough.
Yeah, the ultimate fighter though,
It's
Brad
tough.
Katona.
It's tough for tough is perfect.
Last one.
Brad Katona fights this weekend.
Apparently,
The
just
penultimate
Simon.
fighter would be a good series. Sorry, go ahead.
Hi, Ariel. First of all, congrats on the new show. But now that the name has changed, where's the MMA Hour belt?
Did you see it?
Where's
Oh the my MMA God.
Hour belt? It's right here, bitches. Still undisputed. Still undisputed. Still the fucking man. What do you think? You think I ain't have this belt? I walk around this damn office with this belt. What do you think? And this is always going to be by my side. Number 1, 14-time. You think you got rid of me? You think you got rid of this cancer? Just getting started. Bigger and better.
I'm alpha.
That's right, Rampage. That's right, Quentin. We still here. And now we got a whole fucking company backing us. Yeah.
Remind me to take that away from you tonight.
Thank you very much to everyone who sent in questions. We'll get to more of them all throughout our existence. Tomorrow, it's Boys in the Back. You guys can answer some of these as well if you'd like.